In today's Clash Royale video, we're gonna play the best expo deck by far in Clash Royale. #1 player in the world, only using this deck for a reason. In case you guys don't have not screen or not yet, make sure to summon the ice with an absolutely solid deck. So good for such a long time. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys always want to know the best decks for every single trophy arena. Also, make sure to use critical more in the shop. And really important news, tomorrow TV Royale is coming in Clash Royale for the next update. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for that. And I would say, let's dive into the games and let's destroy the best players in the world with this Expo Cycle deck. So guys, you're in the first game against Meliodas. And also let me know in the comment section, are you still playing Expo? Are you still enjoying this archetype? And how do you feel like how good this deck is currently? Okay, he just drops everything at the bridge, which is really interesting. And he's being really aggressive. So we're going for an arch queen like that. Oh, so we're going for an arch queen like that. Oh, not taking the king to activation. Oh, we kind of messed it up. We really messed it up. So seems like he's playing a really aggressive bridge, and that kind of looks like it could be the deck, as which is also Pedals playing, if you guys know him from top ladder. So we do get the ability too late. I'm just gonna hope that we're able to activate the king top, but I'm also not sure if we do so. So we're doing some mess ups, but I still think we can easily win this one. The great thing about this deck for sure is even if your opponent has an Earthquake example in your deck, you're able to play full defense just going for straight up Rocket Cycle. I'm just gonna go for the Valkyrie. I think I still need to commit an E-Spirit just to make sure that, yeah, your wall players aren't connecting. He goes also for a really aggressive miner, kind of messing up the miner here. My Arch Queen is still alive and we are looking strong. So I'm just going to use the ability a really early one, in case he goes in for a mini packer. He drops the mini packer a bit late. We get a ton of chip damage, so I still think it was worth it. And we are going for Tessa. Tessa currently is pretty bad in the meta, I would say. It really only works in Expo. Also, some people are using it with the cannon, but I feel like Lava Hound is currently so good in the current meta. A ton of people are using it, so I just would say Tesla is still the better choice than cannon. Also, for sure, after the cannon recently in the last balance change got a nerf. And are you guys excited for next Clash Royale update? I am really excited. I'm just hope for a really good update, and I'm really confident about a really good update there. So I'm just going to use my lock here, plus Tornado here. Really good play, pulling everything together, and Nado sometimes on offense is really good. For sure, the most typical Nado play, I would say at least, is the play where you're just gonna drop like pull troops away, that the Expo connects the tower. Example, like an Ice Golem, a Valkyrie, and Knight, like pulling behind the Princess Tower to get an X block on top of the tower. But this is also an uncommon placement, which really worked out in this situation. So I guess we're just gonna go for the Arch Queen on the left side, like hitting hopefully the mini packer or killing hopefully mini packer. Really good fireball, pushing the queen a bit forward, but we can just go for an Expo here. If he goes in for the bomb tower, I'm just gonna use my ability now. And I think the ability was still worth it. Yeah, for just one elixir, making sure to do that. I'm also going to once again go in for Tornado here, just pulling that away. We're just going to get an Expo connection. Using my E-Spirit in case he drops something. Oh, I just messed it up a bit. That was a really bad Arch Queen here. I need to go for Valk really low here, in case he goes in for mine. And we are looking really strong for sure. Kind disadvantage of the E-Spirit, which makes it a ton, or like for sure way better against any type of bait deck, is that we're like struggling against troops like Mini Packer since we know of an E-Spirit in the deck. But yeah, as I said, instead of the Arch Queen, could also use the Ice Red, but still 3.0 Expo Cycle is also viable. But I think with the Rocket right now in the meta, where Expo isn't really too strong, this deck is for sure by far the best Expo deck in Clash Royale. In this game, we are facing Catherine Lopez 10, so I don't honestly sure what he could play. Could play for sure a lot currently. The meta is really around Royal Giant. This is also for sure another argument why Royal Giant, why Expo isn't too good, but still a ton of people, or at least this guy who's using a deck #1, or like at currently place #1, is using his deck. So it still seems like you can also beat this type of Royal Giant decks with this type of Expo decks, as long as you play passive, as long as you know what to do, and then at the end, going with the spell set, going with the Rocket and kill the opponent's tower. And Rocket is also like a card, or like a, yeah, I would say win condition which people are not really happy about being so strong. People are really arguing and hoping for a Rocket nerf. I'm honestly not really sure. Let me know what you guys think about that, if Rocket really needs a nerf. But I guess it's just so annoying. Nobody really likes to play against. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to go for a Tornado here. And I'm also going to go for the E-Spirit here for sure. Also, the Skeletons would have done the same job here, like just distracting and Fire Dragon. Still no damage, really fine. We got some damage on the right, we got some damage on the left, I guess. Can't really complain so far about that. And yeah, we don't really need to worry about anything. I guess next play, which is going to be an Arch Queen in the back. I don't know, like the thing is he doesn't have Bowl. Okay, really good Arch Queen placement going into the Barbarian Bowl. And he seems like he plays like a splashy Loon deck. Bowler Loon, which I think should be a solid match. If his Bowler's out, I could go in for an Expo, but I'm still kind of worried about him going in for the Lumberjack and maybe an Inferno Dragon. We need to worry about his air tube. So I'm just gonna go in for this here, using also my log just to push it back quite a bit. And I guess we might get a connection with one shot on the left side. So what I'm gonna do right now is just gonna use a Tesla here. Just hopefully snipe the Inferno Dragon. Even if he's going opposite lane, I can still just pull this. I'm just gonna pull this like this and go then for this really cheesy King to activation. I think we're just gonna take a shot here. So I'm just gonna go for the King to activation. I feel like it's worth it. Yes, he gets one balloon shot, but it's not as much as it used to be. And also, we got also some damage on the left, so he's just 300 damage ahead. And kind of taking in consideration that we already have the King to activate now, it's pretty good. I'm using my Expo defensive here since he doesn't have a big spell. This is the type of matchups I really like to go in for defensive Expos. And he gives us really huge rocket value, so why not taking this? I'm just going to use my ability now, I guess. Using my ability now and hopefully get some connection. He uses the Lumberjack pretty late here. Really smart placement going for his Lumberjack really late. I can just go for my E-Spirit here. That's exactly what I'm doing. And he can't really do anything against it. So I don't really know why I shouldn't go in for an Expo here since he's used the Tower of Elixir. I'm just going to go for my Arch Queen here in case he goes in for a Bowler. This is exactly what he does. The best play he could do is going for a freeze, but he decides to drop an Inferno Dragon high. This means we get a ton of value now with our Arch Queen. Using my Valk here, please. Let's go. Valk is coming down. Expo's going to survive, and he needs to go in for a freeze. Now, pretty late. I think I can get the E-Spirit timing here perfectly on top of this. This is what I'm doing. I'm using my ability now and just shred the entire Baby Dragon. Going for an Tesla at the bridge. I know he's low on Elixir, so the only way I think he can do right now is just going to go Bowler, or he's just going to go Loon. The Tesla's focusing Bowler.
It's party time!
Wait here, chill, relax. Going in for the log here, going for the rock on the tower. There's nothing he can do against us. I think this is a really solid matchup as long as we don't really take too much damage early on. Going for the King activation right time and just finish him off by like getting a defensive expo and just spam him with our troops since he doesn't have a big spell. Going into the game against Drizzy, we are like having a solid starting hand. I think if you talk about starting hands, best starting hands is going for a log early on. It's always fine. E-spiriting is also good since people still don't know if you're playing Royal Giant, if you're playing something else. He drops a mini pack in the back. Okay, we see Skulls plus mini packer. Could be a lot. Could be Giant Cycle for sure, which would be a bad matchup. I think I have my Tornado ready in case he does it. Okay, he goes in for a Valk. Okay. I guess we're just gonna set up a Tesla here. It's the most solid play in the situation which we can do, so don't really need to worry about anything else if we do that. And I'm just gonna go for an Arch Queen on the back. On the right line, Tesla still like being able to get some decent value, I guess. We're also gonna go for E-Spirit just to make sure that the Tesla stays alive a bit more. Okay, yes. Lightning. So I guess we're just gonna go for an Expo because I feel like his mini tanks are out. His mini tanks are out, but he has an Inferno. Okay. He gets a +1 trade here. I think we need to give him that. He also cycled Skeletons there, which he cycled anyway, most likely in the back right now, so doesn't really mean too much, but we're still fine this game. Let's see what he really could play also. Zeppy's Lightning, double tank with the Valk and the mini packer looks like a really random deck, but still something we need to worry about since he has really solid cards against us. So, as I said, even if your opponent's the right answer on defense, it's still winnable since we have the Rocket Cycle ability. So here's the Hawk Raid. Okay, we have Tornado, we have Tesla. The good thing also, our cycle is cheaper than his, so we can go for an Arch Queen. He won't have Lightning and Cycle right now, so I guess we should get decent value. He goes in for a Valk. Yes, I could Rocket that, but I don't really think I should be that aggressive with my Rockets. So I guess what I'm going to do right now is just going to protect this with a Valkyrie here. And I'm really happy about this. Because, yeah, he's going for an Inferno, this is fine. And I guess I'm just gonna go now for my Expo here. Let's see what he does now against it. And I would absolutely love right now to have a Skeletons in my deck, right? This would have been the best decision which we could have done. But it's still fine. Getting a Queen on tower. Queen also is a secondary win condition really helps besides Expo and Rocket. And I guess I'm just gonna go for a Tesla here. I just hope the Tesla pulls the Hawk Rider. Okay, I'm just gonna go for a Tornado here. He went really aggressive. I could go in for an Expo now, but I guess it doesn't really make too much sense going for an Expo right now, since he could just easily block it, and also Zeppies are quite annoying for us. So, cycling the Valk in the back, and I guess we're taking his Rocket here. I don't really see him punishing me, and also he still needs to defend this, so getting a Rocket also on the Inferno, one a bad Inferno tower. We're looking really good. I'm just gonna use my build here. I'm just gonna use my Expo now. Okay, I'm just gonna go for my log here. Really good log. I think I'm also gonna take the Tornado, just push that back. Okay, what a horrible Tornado on our side. It's still fine. I guess the play which we need to do is just gonna go for an Arch Queen low here, and we are looking fine. So okay, he takes the Lightning. He gets like 2 shots plus, or like 2 Valkyrie shots plus a Lightning damage on tower. So Nothing optimal, but I still feel we can work around that. I guess next play is going to be a Tesla in the middle. No, I'm just gonna, I think taking the rocket, he might bait me into that, like just going, still gonna rocket this. Using my Tesla here, he doesn't have lightning and cycle yet, so even if it goes lightning late, I can just go in for a log. On top of that, okay, just go for an Archer Queen now in the back. Archer Queen comes down. Okay, he's just gonna go lightning this once again. So I think it's time for us to set up a defensive expo and just controlling the game over and over again. So Tesla's coming down, expo's coming down, kills the Inferno to the side. Using my Valk now. And I guess with a perfect log, we can easily defend without even using our tornado. So this is what we're gonna do. We're using a perfect log, pushing that back. And I think right now, it's about like going for an Archer Queen at the bridge to not give him lightning value on my tower. Using my ability. And does it make sense to go in for another expo or just gonna rocket cycle? This is the kind of question which I'm asking myself. I'm not the best expo player in the entire world, but I guess this is fine. I'm just gonna go for a rocket here. I get so much, like such a positive elixir trade out of my Tesla expo that the rocket, the -6 elixir rocket doesn't matter in this situation. So I'm just going to use my Tesla here. He doesn't even kill the first Tesla. We're looking strong. I'm just going to go rocket that, and this seems like this is it. For sure, not the best opponent of all time, but this is like kind of the games. The decks you're going to face in mid-ladder. Decks which you don't really expect. Decks which you don't really prepare for. And this is what makes the deck so good. You can kind of figure out what your opponent has. If they have a really good tech against you, you're just going to use a expo on defense. If they have like nothing really good against expo, you don't need to play, or you can play your expo on offense. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you guys don't want to miss any videos just like in the future. And also make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow there will be the TV Royale day, the big update day most likely, where we get like the first information about the new Clash Royale update. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribe, and I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching and goodbye guys.